We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Titans, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one. But 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On second and a yard, Lawrence. He finds his man, complete. That's Banks. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. It's a big play for the Jaguars. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll make this a second down. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action now. Lawrence. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing again here, it's Lawrence. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. On 1st down, Lawrence to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Lawrence will throw. Forced out to his left. They go with a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
Easy, fucking easy.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Childs. It's still fighting. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Throwing on first down, Newberry. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Off the play fake, Newberry. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Barnett. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. On third down, Childs. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Back to throw. Newberry. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to get
looking out
the
the movie shit.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
There we go.
And the Jags grab it. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Past the 20. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
From the shotgun, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Jags are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
We're good in the shows, boys.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes?
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by
that blitz.
Throwing on
What
second
came
and
with that
long.
blitz? Oh, he supposed to pick that. Oh my God, it's so.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively, you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly
Oh my God, he's so
over at the sideline
out of the sick.
immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Oh, that's into a double.
He deserved it. I tried. Good shit.
The Titans are going to get it back here just
I
shy of
tried.
the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the Jags are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This one incomplete, probably.
We're covering the whole field.
Safety valve, but it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives.
That nigga covering the whole fucking field.
Concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Back to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Boy, so another interception.
Yeah, he threw that shit wrong.
It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether
You on my dude on trying to smash. You on trying to smash. Ooh. What kind of low spell was that, boy?
It's down there, but it's incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying to.
You on my guy now.
You're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he gets this one.
This nigga made that shit look so easy.
Just a yard or two shy of the 10.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And my son voice.
Now Lawrence on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Let's see what this defense talking about now. Let's see what they're talking about now.
Flushed out right.
Oh, shit.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6.
Oh.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Newberry. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10.
Man, I need to get loose, man.
Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4. They'll try and throw for it here. And his passes,
you know that shit show me your play, right? Or you the main target is.
His own 46. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question.
Oh, good.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And the Titans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars open the lead up to 34-0. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the...
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
On 1st and 10, Newberry looking for his running back, and he's got it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now we've got movement up front. I think this is going to be on the Titans. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. Newberry. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. From the 6. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now, so as you mentioned...
And he coughed it up, and the Jags grab it. And they're going to get the football just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They go play action with Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll keep it on the ground. Childs, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 11, he goes down. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Newberry dancing to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. To throw on second down. Newberry being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 29. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down at the 10. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Newberry. He finds his man. Complete. It's Barnett. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. That he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And now here is another interception. Picked off down near the 5. And yes, folks, that is his 5th interception, a new NFL record.
And that's absolutely phenomenal. I just have to flat out applaud him. What a great effort in this game. But let's face it, when you look back at the numbers of guys who had 4 in the past, you'll find the names of some of the greats and some guys who just had a fantastic game. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On the ball.
Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just got to give
touchdown. It's complete.
You tripping.
DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line.
Yo.
The Titans to begin the drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late in the 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, my mama said she got some perks too. Yeah.
What she got, 5?
5 or 10.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've only completed once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. He will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's why a nigga dying for that shit, man.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Barnett.
All right, I appreciate you, dog.
And we'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A real field flipper there.
Going down the field. This nigga trying to score, coach.
In the red zone. Looking to throw. Newberry.
What he gonna do? Who he got open? Who he gonna throw it to?
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Another throw there off the mark.
That nigga said, I ain't throw that shit at nobody. I'm like, who he gonna throw it to?
True to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion.
And my goodness, another interception.
Did you see that shit, boy? I know you like, what the hell?
And the Jaguars are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40.
Going to sit to my big slow tight end trying to get him right, man.
Big connection on that one. 35 yards. Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well.
Shit, they're going to get that nigga like he's man. That's a linebacker checking.
You may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
What do we expect? It's a linebacker checking him, coach.
Flush to his right.
Okay, slow down.
To a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Running back on the wheel. Let's see what he's doing.
He's got the 1st down here inside.
You know who to check.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Over the middle, complete. It's Harper. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second
player of the week with this guy
so far. Out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? And now here is
oh my God. Oh my fucking God.
And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Man, these treats ain't no joke, boy.
Following the fumble recovery, Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. It's Harper. And they'll wind up
Ricky, I think like 80 feet.
Down inside the 20.
Yeah, I'm trying to build him up. Hey, bro, I ain't know he was a superstar this whole time, bro.
Here as we welcome you back.
Yeah, he's a superstar Ricky. I think they might have drafted that nigga like in the 3rd round or something, bro. Or the 4th round.
And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Yeah, trying to get my man player of the week, man. Something.
Preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score.
Him in that DB guy.
Enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
I just hate the shit with the linebacker when you gotta get the hit stick. That shit.
They're playing for pride.
Press up, y'all. Press up. Press up. Press up.
Because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see.
I can just see your tight end on number 6. I can see number 6 route. That guy that's going over the loop right here. I can see his route.
They want executed. They need to do that and do it really well.
And my goodness,
you had a nigga open, but you just wanted to throw that shit deep.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Jags are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball.
That's what you do.
That's caught inside the 20.
I had to try, nigga. I had to try. I had to try.
It's a big play for the Jaguars.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it's still
that nigga aligned. He think he gonna check me hell.
Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep.
He like 6'5" though.
And gaining those yards.
Escaping the pressure right.
Ooh.
And now here is another interception.
That was a bad throw.
By Kenneth Farley. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we
got to shine on my nigga, bro.
If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
So you get paid for it, boy.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. This is Smith with a grab. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ooh. He just caught me outside. He didn't catch it, though.
From the gun, Newberry. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's caught. Smith.
I didn't kill dude. That shit, boy.
Take this to the other side of midfield before.
Who was that guy? Cook. Smith. Who was that?
Offense for them has been at a premium.
They catch the pass, but I want to know who they is.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now.
Ooh.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 44.
Wonderful.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. There's a first.
That acrobat shit, man. That shit like the best street, man.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Man, I'm mad because I lost that shit. I think it was last year I lost that shit. Some dumb shit.
Fairly short kick from the 14.
Yeah, I went man, instead of taking the 3 points, bro, I tried to go for the shit to go seal the game, bro. Trying to end the shit. No, the fucking Panthers.
They have a little bit of time left
Both of
here,
them.
but this one not going to go their
The
way.
Panthers. I played the Panthers. The nigga Quiz. That nigga nice. He been on the street too.
Shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now
There you go. I try to give it to you, man. That nigga still ain't won it.
Let's see what they do here in this last sequence. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I can tell you that. You're a pain freak now.
Operating from the gun, Newberry. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they will finally get it.
Quarterback got it against tackles,
All
ain't
the
he?
way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this
Oh
point.
my God! He took forever to throw the
This is going
ball.
to be intercepted. Picked up by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
Oh my God!
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between
He
the
had
ears
six.
right
My
now.
quarterback threw
Just
6
think of how it is
interceptions.
for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was that they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton
Good
of
morning.
spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jaguars, they improved to 5-3 as they approach the halfway point of this 17-game schedule. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts.